Well, I guess if you take a game out of a box, it's called unboxing. So if I'm taking this from a printer, does it mean it's an unprinting? I'm going to stick with that because, well, my channel, I'll do what I want. So anyway, these are the games that I printed out this week. So I'll give you a real quick flick through. So this is Roll for the Great Ones. I'm actually really excited to do this one because this one looks really interesting. So this is just the rules so far. This is not as exciting as a thing. It's a regular unboxing. So each one has a scenario. So there's 4 scenarios included. Sorry, some's printed in black and white and some's in red. I started to run out of ink at just the worst time and just had to give up on it. So there's all the scenarios. The cards that I'm yet to cut out. Some of the scenario boards, I believe. And here... Sorry, excuse some of the glare, seeing I've got these in these little sheets. It's not that great. These are your characters that you get to play with, and there is each of their player boards. So that's Roll for the Great Ones. This one here is Fearsome Deities. I had a bit of trouble printing this one as well, so I've only got a few bits of it. I've got the other bits over here. So there's the rules. Nice, quick little sheet. Some tokens. I'm going to stick them together and see if I can manage to laminate them. And here are some of the mission cards. So they look pretty good. That's the backs to that. I didn't have good enough paper to do double-sided for the full colour, so I'm just going to try and stick them together. Then the next one, Rolling Maze. This one has to be put together. Actually, I'll pull this one out of its sheet so you can see how it works. So you cut out all these squares, and this goes underneath it with a little like split pin, and each rotation is a level of the tower, which is pretty awesome looking game. There's some of its paper standees, some of the cards. I think it's all just cards from there. So that's that one. I'll put that aside. Also printed out IT Startup, the card game. Nice and simple looking. A lot of these have really good looking little rule books, look pretty straightforward. And there's all the cards. I'm not going to pull them out because pretty much all just look the same. Then printed Dicevania. That's it. 2 pages of rules. There's the sheets. Roadkill. This was from a, I think it was like a 2-card competition. So that's just one of the cards there. Only a few pages of rules. Yeah, literally it's 2 times the size of that. So nice and portable. And Find the Source, which looks really interesting. There's all the characters. I know this takes a lot. I don't really need to print all of it out, but I just kind of like to do that. And here is, I did this in low ink because I didn't really want to do full color, so it's kind of half and half really. It just made it easier to read. Looking at the black and white was a bit much. So there are 3 different maps. These ones I printed a while ago, so I'm going to have to go through these as well. Kunos. As you can see, I've already started reading it through. It's got all the different characters and their stats. Red Lantern, a little RPG game. I'm trying to like skim through these without giving you too much. It's got all the different cultists and the setup. Some info. A few maps. I'm just going to really skip through some of these. So you'll get a better look when I go through them at last. This one I'm really keen on, Wandering Souls. This is kind of like a little card prompting kind of adventure. So you fight off, you have companions, create your character, go through some locations and events, meet some beings, fight some things, take some stuff. As you can see, there's lots of highlighting in that one. So here's all your table that you use. dungeon pages. Looking forward to having a look at this one. And Fight Arena. This was the dude who did Xylite, so it looks really good. It's kind of just like a boss battler, and you go through. There's a whole host of monsters you get to work through. Sorry, I'm probably not giving long enough for this to focus. But yeah, looks really cool. I'm really excited to start this one. There's too many to get through. And Sima, another RPG dungeon crawl. This one looks really interesting too. See, there's 3 little module pamphlets at the back. Really amazing art. Fairly straightforward. Pretty cool looking. Right, so that's the ones that I've already chucked in the folder. So I think you can imagine that took a long time to print all of that stuff. And the last stuff I got... haven't got enough hands for this. So this is an expansion for something I bought last year, which I'll review both of them together. Pentaquest, this is more heroes to go with it. Again, amazing art. And there's your instructions. Nice and small. That's why I kind of like this game. I think it was only $1 for the expansion and the main game. So, and you get a little tuck box you can make, which is pretty cool. And this one is really interesting me. So these here are all of the maps. I just reprinted them out because I went through so much ink this week that when I started getting more ink again, I just wanted to print the maps out in colour and print the rest of the book in black and white and save myself some ink. So as you can see, fairly colourful. There's some fields, foyers, dungeons, sewers. So that's the maps. And here's the game it goes with. 111 pages of game, but it looks really interesting. It kind of looks like it's a campaigny story, make your way through the map game. I haven't had a chance to have a good look at it, but I'm super excited. See, so here's the map, and this is the one that goes to it. So each chapter is, this is what you do, here's what happens, go through the map. So yeah, it's quite a big, lengthy game, although there's the start of chapter 1. Only up to page 11 is the introduction and basic mechanics. So yeah, it looks like it could be fairly simple to play, which I'm really excited for. So these are all the games I've looked at, or printed at least, this week. So there's going to be a lot of reading to do, and it's going to be a while. Anyway, have a good one.